So here's another example of solving systems with three variables. Okay? Now, the difference between this one and the other two that we did is the first one started off and it only had, let's see, I thought I still had a copy of it. There it is. It only had, it had three equations, but it already solved one variable for us. Okay? In the second example we did, we had three equations, but the middle equation didn't even have an x value here. Okay? This one is different because it has three total equations that each have all three of the variables. Okay? So a lot of people see this and they think that just means it's hard. No, it doesn't. We just follow the same steps as we followed before. Okay? So our directions so far are to solve this using substitution. So that means I want to find that variable that's like the smallest. We've been calling it the runt variable. But that's of course not the official math term. Okay, we just want to find a small variable, right? So in this particular problem, we have three possibilities for that variable. We have this z, because it's all by itself and positive. We have this x, because it's all by itself and positive. And we have this z, because it's all by itself and positive. Okay, so does it matter which one of these we solve for? It does not. We just have to choose one, right? So how about if we choose this x? You okay with that? Okay, so if I choose this x right here, I need to get both of these terms on the other side of the equal sign. Okay, so I want to add 4y to both sides, and I want to subtract z from both sides. You okay with that? So then x is going to equal negative 21 plus 4y minus z. Now, you know me, I'm trying to keep my notes nice and neat, so I'm going to remind myself where that is so I can find it later. Okay? Now, what do I need to do with this though? I need to plug it in, right? So do you want to plug it into the top or to the middle? I can't choose the bottom because that's where I started, right? Top. Okay, so let's choose the top. So I'm going to start rewriting the top equation, but instead of writing x, I'm going to write what I know x equals. So if I write 2, then what I know x equals, negative 21 plus 4y minus z, and that's x, so I need to just continue writing the equation. Plus y plus z equals 12. Whoops. There you go. Plus y plus z equals 12. Okay? So now I just need to distribute that too, right? Sometimes it helps if you make the sounds. Just teasing. Okay. So negative 42 plus 8y minus 2z plus y plus z equals 12. Now what? Combine your like terms. Okay. So I've got, well, let's see, I've got y's and z's, so I probably prefer to write my y's first because that comes first in the alphabet. I mean in the English alphabet. I don't really know a lot of other alphabets, but we're just going to do y first. So 8y and 1y is 9y. And then I have a negative 2z and a positive 1z. So that gives me negative z. And what would I do with this 42? Add it to both sides, right? So plus 42 here and plus 42 here. So 12 plus 42 is 54. Right? That too. Okay. Now, I'm going to need to know where this is, so I'm going to go ahead and circle it. If I have one equation with y and z, what else do I need? Very good. Another equation with y and z. I took what I knew for x and I plugged it into the top equation. So does it seem logical to get another equation with y and z? I would take this and plug it into the middle equation. Excellent. Let's do that. 5 times what I know x is, negative 21 plus 4y minus z, then plus 5y plus 5z equals 20. Let's scoot that up just a little bit. Okay, so then so this gives me negative 105 This gives me positive 20y. This gives me negative 5z. Ooh, I'm seeing something I like. Do you see it yet? That's nice, isn't it? Look, negative 5z and positive 5z is 0. How many variables do I have left? Only the y, right? I'm about to solve for one of the variables right here. Now, it doesn't always work out like this. I might end up with another equation with y and z, but that's okay because I know how to solve a system of two variables, right, with two equations. So then I have the 20 and the 5, so that gives me 25y. And if I add 105 to both sides, that takes care of everything from that side that I was trying to simplify, and I get 125. If I divide both sides by 25, I get y equals 5. That gives me right there one of my answers that I need. Now that I know y, what can I find pretty darn easily? I can find z using that equation, right? That's kind of why I circled it, because my work gets messy and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm going to plug what I know for y, and I'm going to substitute that back up into this equation. So I'm going to write 9 times 5, because that's what I know y is, minus z equals 54. Well, 9 times 5 is, drum roll, 45, minus z equals 54. So if I subtract 45 from both sides, I get negative z equals 9. So to solve for z, I just have to divide by negative 1. So z equals negative 9. And that gives me another part of my answer that I need. Any way that you see that we can easily find x. Oh yeah, right up there. X equals negative 21 plus 4 times y, which is 5, minus z, which is negative 9. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. What do I want to do instead? Plus, right? Subtracting a negative is the same as adding. Okay? So I have negative 21 plus 20 plus 9. Well, negative 21 plus 20 is negative 1, and negative 1 plus 9 is 8. X equals 8. So in that, I found all of my variables. Now all I have left to do is check and then write my answer. Okay? Now, do you have to write something down to check, or can you do it in your head? As long as you'll do it, I'll let you do it in your head. Fair? Okay, so 2 times 8, 16. 16 plus 5, that's 21. 21 minus 9. 12. That one's good, right? Okay, 5 times 8 is 40. Okay, I might need to write something down on this one, right? 40 plus 5 times y, which is 5, so that's 25. So I got 65 so far, right? And then 5 times negative 9 is negative 45. 65 minus 45? 20. Yes. Last one to check. X. So 8 minus 4 times y. So 8 minus 20. Well, that's negative 16, right? Negative 16 plus negative 9. Wait, what did I do? 8. Oh, I can't do math. 8 minus 20 is 12, not 16. Sorry about that. That's recorded for all of posterity too. Okay, great. Negative 12, but it's not negative 12, is it? How about if I start over again? Because I'm having a rough day. Are you okay with that? You guys never have rough days, do you? Okay, good. So x is 8. So 8 minus 4 times y, which is 5. So that's 8 minus 20. So that is negative 12 plus negative 9. So I had minus instead. That I don't know if that was what was confusing me, but who knows. Negative 12 minus or plus a negative 9 is negative 21. And that's what I needed. Please forgive me. Okay? Now, I've checked them all. I know they're all correct, so the only thing I have left to do is write my answer. And how do I write my answer? XYZ, what's it called? Ordered triple, right? So X, Y, Z. And that is my solution right there. Good?